Hello, internets, and welcome to the 26th edition of Podcast Equipped. As always, I'm your host, Miguel Zarate, alongside my best friend and the headless man, John Valencia.
What's up, internet? Wow!
All right, John, what video games have you played this week?
I have been playing Shovel Knight, Kickbeat, started...
So nothing has changed. We're in the little bubble.
Nope. I said I started, and then I finished Unfinished Lawn.
Oh, you did? How was that?
It was a fun game, but only drawback was it kind of felt more like a little kid's game, because it was more storybook kind of setup.
Well, there's not a problem with that, because it's interesting that you played that in the same week that I played Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're both, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture wasn't necessarily storybook driven, but it wasn't story heavy. It was, as the trolls would call it, it was a walking simulator. But to me, it was more than that. It was a very special experience that I had. The story is very interesting in that game. It's just, if you haven't played it or even heard of it, it's a PS4 exclusive, where everybody in this town starts disappearing. Like, they get symptoms of flu, their nose starts bleeding and their ears start bleeding out of nowhere, and that's a sign. Next thing you know, spirits of light just start appearing and they just disappear out of nowhere.
Really?
And nobody can tell where these people are going, so this whole area is quarantined off. So you go around, and as you go around collecting these little orbs, you start seeing, basically stories about people, and it follows 6 people, I want to say.
Yeah.
Each person gets an hour each of gameplay. So it's really good. I'm not going to spoil any of it here because it just came out last week, but I highly recommend it.
It's really I still need to get that game.
I think I got done I got done with the game, and I texted you immediately my God, John, I think what I said was,
I think I actually have that text.
It was what was it? Sorry.
I
when you play it alone and play it with headphones on, because the music is great and the voice acting is superb. So it's if you play it and you get an atmosphere to it, it's awesome. Anything else you've been playing, John? Sorry, I interrupted you. I was super excited about that. I was super excited about that game. It impressed me so much.
I think oh yeah, and I got jumped back on Persona 4.
And you beat it, right?
Oh, I already beat this is New Game Plus, but...
Wait, why? What made you want to jump in there?
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of P3 lately, too. So then I'm like, you know what? I need to go back and actually try to finish Platinum. Because I was in the process of Platinum the game before.
Fuck that. That's don't you need to put 200 hours or something?
I'm almost close to 200 hours.
Fuck that. That's way too much.
Yeah, and then trying to fuse all the personas. To get all the personas, I have to max out all the social links to get them.
Have you even got, above, because I know there was a trophy for, getting more than 50 or something like that?
Yeah, I already got that, too.
That trophy?
The 75%?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I already got that one.
It's pretty crazy. I only got to, 50%. I could not find any way to get the new personas. Probably because my levels weren't high enough on that.
Yeah, the ones that I need, I can't get because I'm low level, so.
Well, I haven't beat the game. There's always something that either turns me off from a game. It's I told you, I went through not Yukiko's, so that's way early in the game. One of the dungeons I went through before the proper date.
Yeah.
And so I found out that the story caught up to me, and then I had to go through that whole dungeon again. I'm I just fucking beat that dungeon. I don't want to go back and do it now again, so I kind of just turned it off after that.
No. See, this is what I do.
I didn't know you could even do that. Beat the dungeon before the proper story can be told. So it's weird.
Yeah. Oh, you mean say the person and then go back and do it again? No, see what I usually do when I do that is when I get the dungeon out, okay, complete it. Mm-hmm. I usually just focus on the social links then and there.
Oh well, see that's what I normally do too, but I just wanted to get that dungeon out of the way because as soon as it was available, I went and cleared it, and then I was and then I could do and then I started doing all the social stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the story caught up, and it was well, you have to go back in that dungeon. I thought it would let me go straight to the level 10 or whatever level it was.
Yeah.
Because I cleared it already, but it was nope, you have to start from dungeon level 1 and make your way back up. I'm God damn it.
Yeah, see,
I spent an hour doing that, and I was I don't want to do that, and I just never went back to it.
Yeah, see, with me, it's just I wait until they're oh, let's go back to the TV now.
Well, see, I didn't think if I cleared it before that it wouldn't make me do it all over again. So
no, because I made that mistake. The store doesn't open. It's oh shit, this is what Miguel was talking about.
Yeah. Anyways, if you didn't know, this is Podcast Equipped. Every week, John and I come equipped with news and topics from the video game industry and discuss them for your listening or viewing pleasure. You could always find us every Thursday on youtube.com/equippedgaming or soundcloud.com/equippedgaming.
We got that issue fixed last week.
Yeah, we did. We were going to lose it, we thought, but we got it. Stupid YouTube. Stupid YouTube. Anyways, John, hit us up with some news for the week.
All right. So, hey, wait. You didn't say what games you've been playing on this week.
I said, I talked
you
about
said,
Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, and what else do you think I've been playing?
Phantom Pain, Rocket League.
No, I didn't play any Phantom Pain. Actually,
What?
this week.
It's a
I know.
miracle, guys.
I played Rocket League, though. And it's not Phantom Pain, by the way. It's Ground Zeroes.
Well,
Get
whatever.
it right.
It's a demo.
It's a glorified $20 demo. But
It was $60
good.
demo.
It's good.
It was a $60 demo.
No,
at
it was
first.
40 when it launched, and then there was a price issue, and everybody complained, and they dropped it down to 30. Get your shit straight.
Podcast etiquette over here, bitches.
I'm sorry. That's what you get.
Still getting over the cold.
One that's gonna hurt you in the gut, punch you in the gut, John.
It's gonna punch me in the gut. Is Del Toro is done with the video game market.
He said that what's interesting. Remember, there was a leak saying that him and Del Toro, or him and Kojima were gonna work together, and then a week later, this came out where he's like, "I've tried to make two video games at this point, and both of them have went down under."
No, but see, what I'm trying to see if he's just trolling.
I'm hoping. That's what I was thinking. That's where it crossed me, because you remember a few years ago where the creator of what's the game on Sony platform where you kill each other with clown face?
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal, yeah. The creator's like, we're never gonna make another Twisted Metal game, blah blah blah. And then that year at E3, a Twisted Metal game was announced, and he's the one who announced it.
What if they announced it?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to get ahead of.
That's the only thing I'm hoping for is that he's like, I'm done, and then secretly behind closed doors, they're working on it, working together. And then they're going to announce it next year at E3 as probably a Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. We're kickstarting the Silent Mountains.
Yeah, the Silent Mountains, the Quiet Mountains, or whatever.
The quiet, the Sleeping Hills.
Something like that. Something dumb like that, like Mighty Number 9 or Castlevania.
Yeah,
Metro. Whatever. They know what we're talking about. But so what do you feel about this, John? Like, he says he's done. There you'll never see
the horror game.
You'll never see what PT was going to be.
See, that hurts me because PT was an amazing demo. Other than the hard ass puzzles,
the stupid puzzles, by the way. Thanks, Kojima.
Like, other than that, they had atmosphere down. They had the environment down.
They had the
creep
scare factor.
factors.
Yeah, because as you know, I am not big on scary games. I'm not big on horror games. I don't get scared from them. But that game sometimes freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like the baby crying. Like the first time I heard the baby like laugh, I was like, "The fuck was that?" Really creepy.
Yeah, because you had your typical jump scares, like okay, right.
Yeah.
Like especially when they want you to to focus in on something. That's when they use that opportunity to use the jump scare.
Yeah. They had it down to a T. I mean, Del Toro's really really good at that, and Kojima, the master at creating video games. So it's like you bring those two guys together. What are you going to get? A perfect horror game, more than likely.
Mm-hmm.
And it was interesting because he worked at Konami for so long, and he had never touched the Silent Hill series.
Yeah.
So it was like, I wonder what compelled them to give Kojima the keys to that truck.
I don't know. Like, I know Del Toro, like he
always wanted to work with Kojima.
Yeah, but then he also has like the horror movie franchise under his belt with some of the stuff that he did.
Yeah. So I guess it was just a perfect storm that we'll never see again.
Yeah.
Sorry, John.
I'm honestly hoping this is just a troll.
Hopefully. That's what we can only hope. But I think we have to get Phantom Pain out of the way first and then see what Kojima's going to do next.
I know, I was reading...
Where he goes.
I was reading earlier, I think it was someone from EA said that Kojima and Konami should just kiss and make up.
Well, the reason why he said that, and I know exactly what article you're talking, it's Peter Moore from EA. I want to say Peter Moore. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to get sued. He was like, in Japanese culture, once you get a job at a company, you normally stay with that company for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird for such a high prominent figure like Kojima to leave a company so late in his life. Because, he's been with them since 1980s.
Yeah.
He's been with them for over 30 years at this point. And so for a guy like him, especially somebody as big in his spot, to leave the company, it's very unusual in Japan. So he says that that's the reason they can make up, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. I don't think that's going to be able to make up because they've said a lot of bad things. They even took his name off his own game, which is cold. That's cold. Anyways. Next up, John.
Next up is there will be another PS4 special edition.
We're turning into the 360 this year.
We are the 360 franchise.
Yeah.
In making special editions. This one will be catering to the Star Wars franchise, and it will be a Darth Vader limited edition PS4.
Insert picture here, John.
Oh, okay.
Insert picture right here of the Darth Vader.
I need to write down the time.
We'll get the time down.
Okay.
Time period. All right. But yeah, I think this thing looks awesome. I'm not even a big Star Wars fan, but this thing looks fucking amazing. And honestly, if it was 1 terabyte of memory, I would totally buy it. But I'm kind of really disappointed that it's only 500 gigs.
There's only 500?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's right. That's dumb. Get your shit together, Sony. Microsoft already has a 1 terabyte Xbox One.
And that's bundled with the
Master
Halo.
Chief
Yeah,
Collection.
the Master Chief.
Yeah.
The Halo collection.
So it's like you get a game and a controller and a year of live and
like 6 games.
extra games and extra memory that Sony doesn't have. Why haven't they done this yet? I know you can change it out yourself. But that's a hassle because then you have to back everything up on the cloud. That takes forever. And then you have to download everything back on the cloud. That also takes forever.
I think that takes longer.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Well, it depends on how fast your internet speed is. Ours isn't so good in this house, so it's like, fuck. I'd have to do all that if I want to change the memory. I just don't want to go through the hassle. Plus, games are too big this generation. They'll get smaller.
I was like, they're still.
They're way too fucking big, like 40. But anyway, that thing looks nice. I think it'll help Sony. A lot of people are worried because, as you know, Microsoft has a really good software lineup in the fall. You know what I mean? They have Halo. That's huge. Halo's fucking big. Gears. Tomb
Raider. So excited.
Forza. And there's something else I'm missing. I feel like. They also have the mighty Cuphead.
Oh yeah!
Don't doubt Cuphead. That game looks awesome.
And then they're also doing their backwards compatibility.
That's what I was thinking of, the backwards compatibility. So it's like a lot of people were afraid that they were gonna really close the gap between them and Sony. But I think with a bundle like this, it'll help Sony a lot because they have a lot of third-party deals in the place with Call of Duty and Battlefront.
Yeah.
So those will help Sony excel a lot. But this PS4 in particular will sell to casuals and hardcore gamers alike. So,
and all the Star Wars fans.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The people who normally wouldn't buy a PS4, I think they'll buy a PS4 just because it has Darth Vader's face on it.
Yeah.
And it comes with either Disney Infinity, which has the Star Wars figures with it.
Yeah.
Or Battlefront. So that's also cool. $400.
I think it'd be good if it was Battlefront, though.
Well, they got to sell it to the kids too, John.
No.
The Disney Infinity. I kind of want to get that game.
No. It's just another Skylanders amiibo.
But it looks awesome.
No, it's Skylanders amiibo.
It has Toy Story.
No.
I'm
waiting for the 3.0.
Anyway, that is 3.0 though.
Oh, no, that was 2.0.
No, the one that's bundled is 3.0.
Oh, then maybe we will get it.
Who knows? We need to get an Xbox One first.
Anyways, on to the next news is we thought it was just going to be a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity that me and Miguel went to last year. But they're doing it again, and that's Sony doing another PlayStation experience for this year in San Francisco, which surprises me that they're doing it on the same exact days that they did it last year, on the 5th and the 6th.
I honestly didn't notice that until you pointed it out.
Really?
Yeah, maybe they're going to make it a traditional thing. What's weird is last year the only reason they did it was because it was the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it kind of loses its specialness that was last year, because last year was 20th anniversary. Don't you dare knock that over. Sorry, talking to the cat. And I don't know, it's just weird that they're doing it again. I guess it makes sense. It'll get people excited for what's coming in 2016. So Sony has nothing going on this year. Everything's pretty much moved to 2016. Uncharted.
See, this is what I'm excited about, is that I will wait 40 minutes, maybe an hour, just to play Uncharted 4, if there's a playable demo.
That's the one thing I hate about these motherfucking conventions. The lines.
Last time, waited what, 15, 20 minutes for Bloodborne?
And fucking got killed in like
5 minutes?
No, easy!
No, easy!
This is why I didn't want it there, John.
Not by it.
Bad camera placement.
I thought it looked nice.
I thought it looked nice. Thank you, headless man. Anyways, but yeah, I really want this to be a great experience. I think the press conference is what I'm looking forward to the most.
The keynote
press conference.
Yeah,
keynote.
We're gonna actually be pressed there.
Woo! We don't have press batches though.
I know.
No, but we'll be there. We'll take down notes. We'll play these games for you.
There's probably there's going to be, since it's on a weekend, it's going to be Saturday, Sunday again.
What announcements are going to be made here, you think? I think God of War will be announced there.
So they're going to announce God of War. And I don't think they're going to be showing Uncharted 4 since they showed the gameplay last year.
Yeah, I don't think they should. I've seen that game enough. You guys have sold me on that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No reason to sell me on it more. Get it out already.
think we might see some Mirror's Edge. I hope we see some Mirror's Edge.
We're definitely going to see Gran Turismo and
Yeah.
Gran Turismo and God of War.
What was a PS3 series that's not on PS4 yet?
Heavenly Sword? No, I'm just joking.
No,
They
only made one.
They have Hellbladers. They come
Oh yeah, I forgot about
same
Hellblade.
people. It's like a same universe, not a PS4 exclusive though. I think they're not going to show the people who made Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls.
Oh no, we might
Quantum
see.
Dreams. No, that's gonna. I guarantee you that's gonna be at Paris Games Week because they're located in Paris.
Yeah, but remember they're also doing the what's it called for PS4 remaster for Beyond Two Souls. I'm kind of hoping that's there. That's too.
That'll be there, but it's like it's game. I want to see new games. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I want to see what Sony's gonna do for 2016 because right
Mhm.
now, like nothing in 2015 is going really deep down. Blech.
Let's see. So we know there's going to be a guaranteed Uncharted 4
Uncharted 4 will be
on the
there.
floor.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're going to have have the indie.
Yes,
indie
of
booth
course the
again.
indies will be there. The indies
'Cause-
were huge last year, and I want to see how many Vita games they actually. Remember last year they actually had a section for the Vita.
There was actually people there playing the Vita.
We had probably the biggest grouping of Vitas ever.
It was Vita United, even though mine's broke when I went. Devastated. The day before going, my Vita was broke.
Yeah, but it'll be fun. I'm glad it's in San Francisco. You know, there'll be a lot of chance for us to learn. I think we'll see how other journalists do their jobs,
Mm-hmm.
how they cover the games show, and we'll try to cover it the same way.
So since it's in San Francisco, we might be able to run into like IGN, more of the people from IGN. And then,
Or like Colin Gregg from Kind of Funny, or
see, I'm jealous that they're gonna. It's guaranteed that they're probably
they're
going.
gonna be there. There's no doubt about it.
and they live there, so I'm kind of jealous. I'm like, oh, they don't have to do any fucking traveling.
No,
what the hell?
that's good though. I mean,
So jealous.
it's all right. We'll be there. I'm excited about it. I don't know how special it's going to be, if it's going to be as special as last year. I want to know what the gifts that we're going to get this year are. 'Cause last year we had a pretty cool bag. I still use my water cup that I got from last year. My water bottle.
What do I use still?
Nothing. I use the
Nothing.
shirt too.
I can't fit the shirt.
Hopefully we don't get a snapshot of a game and it turns out to be really bad, like the Order 88. I swear when we played that last
It
year's
looked
PSX, it
super
looked
nice.
so awesome. Also, Morpheus.
I want to
Show off Morpheus. That
I want
game,
to play more Morpheus.
That's coming out in 2016, so I imagine it's going to have a huge presence there. They have to sell it.
I just want to play the game again. It was nice.
Anyways, I'm super excited about this set of news right here.
Mhm.
Resident Evil 2 is getting the HD remaster, the best game in the series, the best horror elements in the series. John, you never had an opportunity to play this,
I haven't.
so this is time for you to jump on it. I highly suggest it. This will show you why I fell in love with Resi in the first place.
See now, why can't? Well, Konami's kind of been in bad water. I was like, why can't
Not
they?
Konami, it's Capcom.
No, I'm just saying, like, why can't Konami go back and do HD remakes of Silent Hill?
They did.
1?
I thought.
No, they did 2 and 3. I just want a
Oh,
remake.
they didn't do. There's no 1 HD remake.
No, well, it's technically Shattered Memories, but that one's just a reboot of one, and you're just running away and not really fighting anything.
Okay, so I thought it. Well, is it all right? Stop me if I'm wrong. Is it more like a Link Between Two Worlds?
Kind of.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in the same exact setup, same exact place. You just kind of could do a little bit things differently.
Yeah, kind of. But then, like, spoiler alert, like, you're playing as Harry still, but like but it's gonna be like through Heather, which is it's pretty much if you need to play Silent Hill 2 and 3 to get the full like what's going on.
Okay, I get it. I get you. I'm just super excited about this. Do you think they need to do this, or do you, like a lot of fans want it?
Mhm.
Is that enough reasons to keep going back and remastering these games?
I don't know. Like, I honestly would like to see Nemesis remastered.
I love that game. There's an interesting story that, as I think I've said on this podcast, that game was supposed to be Code Veronica, and Code Veronica is actually the third mainline series story. Yeah. So it's so weird. That was supposed to be a spinoff. Anyways, yeah, I just want to get that out there. I'm super excited about that. Play it if you haven't got a chance.
This next one's funny. This next one is honestly, poor me. Fallout 4 gameplay has got leaked to a famous website.
Pornhub.
Yes,
that's where I saw it. I'm just joking. I promise you, I did not see it there, but I thought it was interesting. It's a perfect place to put something. I mean, because everywhere else it's gonna get copyright strikes.
Yeah.
So it's like anything goes on Pornhub, so it makes sense to put it on there.
Oh, you want to see cosplay Spider-Man and cosplay, I don't know, Superwoman
Or cosplay Batman
and what, Superman?
and the Joker. The Joker.
They already have those.
I'm sure they do. But yeah, I thought this was funny. This is a funny story. But speaking of Fallout 4, what I like about Fallout 4 is the story came out about why Fallout 4 just got announced this year and is being released so quickly. It's because Bethesda actually cares about their fans. You know what I mean? They wanted their whole company to be in line together, like the PR department and the people who are making the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of the time the PR get way ahead of themselves. And as we've seen with the game, like, say, The Division, where it's been at, that game has been at 3 E3s in a row. 3 E3s.
What if we, I was like, what if we see it at PSX?
We might. And it's not even coming out till 2016. So we'll see it at another show again. You know, it's like, we've seen that game enough. You got way ahead of yourself in announcing it. So the reason they did it is, like, they want their PR department and their video game department, the people who make the game, to be comfortable, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't want to rush the game. They wanted to make sure the game was ready to go, polished up, and they didn't want to announce it and then have to delay it. And then the PR department just has to
keep trying to hype it up.
Yeah, just hype it up for a shorter amount of time, which is easier to do for a company like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Keeping hype for The Division that took forever. Keeping hype for the Order 1886, where we saw that 2 E3s in a row, was like, looks awesome, but show me something, you know what I mean?
And then they just keep reusing the demo, just keep demoing and keep polishing it and polishing it.
Yeah, so that was really dumb. So I just wish more game companies would do it properly like this, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to see a game at a show 3 years.
Yeah.
Or I think the max for me is like a year in advance.
A year.
Like, just know when you're announcing something that make sure you're going to be able to promise something.
Because it's like, what other games have we seen at E3 that we saw last year?
Final Fantasy 15.
Oh yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, was it Final Fantasy 15 like announced?
Well, yeah, it's like
way too
long versus 13, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. Even that was 2012 when they announced it.
Well, was it official?
No. Do you remember when it was like when we first saw the trailer for it, and like in development?
Oh, that's right.
And now it's like it's 2015 now, and it's not announced. It's nowhere to be found still.
Yeah.
Probably won't even be coming out to 2017.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's like, why do game companies do it like that? It makes no sense. You just kill your hype. I know it's for the investors, but it's like you got to do more. The people who are actually going to give you money, I mean, they're giving you money too, I guess. But the people who are going to actually support your product and be word of mouth, like, I feel like Fallout's doing it right. You know, they know they don't need to hype their game up because gamers are going to be excited about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think more people need to follow Bethesda and not announce a game too early. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts 3.
I think that's a really good motto to live by.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeesh.
Big Hero 6 is coming to it.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm super excited about that. Really underrated movie, in my opinion. I feel like not a lot of people saw it.
I'm the one that told you to watch it.
Well, yeah, but it came out after Frozen or before Frozen?
It was after Frozen.
Yeah, and it was like everybody was so on the Frozen hype train that I feel like they skipped over this. And this was the first Disney Marvel flick.
Yeah, because Stan Lee has a cameo in it.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool, really well done. My dad even almost cried during that movie.
Podcast that again. Oh, there goes the phone.
No!
We're gonna get copyright.
No, we're not.
Gotta do the podcast, but this is going on the video cast. Start with SoundCloud peeps, but you're not getting this dance.
There, I did something. Okay, but like, anyways, with like Big Hero 6.
Damn. Don't even give me a chance to sit down.
No.
Anyways.
But like, I'm actually excited. Like you said, like, I honestly think Frozen overshadowed this one. Like, I saw it, like, I wanted to go see this in theater, but kept forgetting about it. So I finally got it at Redbox, watched it, laughed, and I got sad.
I think it was you who suggested it to me, and that's when I was like, my nieces, we were getting movies. We were having a family weekend. I was spending time with my family, and my nieces were wanting to watch a movie, and I was like, "Oh, I'll get you Big Hero 6." John suggested it to me. It sounded really good. It's a superhero movie, and my dad and my whole family ended up loving it. Like, it was so good. You know what I mean? It was really well done. So I'm excited to see what they can do with this, where they're going to put it in the video game world. I honestly didn't even think about this when Kingdom Hearts came knocking.
But the only thing I have questioning is who's gonna, like, you know how like each Kingdom Hearts is like there's nobody, somebody's controlling them. What's gonna be in the
Baymax.
What about Baymax?
He's going to be the playable character.
No, I know. No, it might be Hiro.
I think it's going to be Baymax.
No, it's gonna be Hiro. He could control Baymax, so it could just be those two, or at least have them like equipped or something. Maybe.
Want to make a bet about this?
Not really.
That's right.
But that's not what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about like why are the Heartless attracted to this world?
I mean,
is it gonna be because
of reasons?
Like, is it gonna be because of Callahan?
I kind of never really even paid attention to that. I mean, they created a whole nother universe, so it's like I think that's what's gonna happen. The universe is gonna be open again.
Yeah,
and then it's like the Heartless are just gonna come in through there. But it's what's interesting about it. It's 3 worlds.
3 worlds.
3 worlds from Big Hero 6.
Wow.
So this is what makes me think about everything else. Like, what are all the other worlds gonna have? Like, Big Hero 6, in my opinion, is like, well, I really love that movie, but it's a smaller movie on the Disney scale. So will, like, say Lion King have 5 worlds or something?
Ooh. I don't know.
That's what I read. That's what I was like, whoa, 3 worlds for one place? It's normally just 1 world, you know what I mean?
I mean, I could kind of see it, like, what they're gonna get at with it. Like, cause you know how there's San Francisco? I can never say that city damn right. But there's that, and then there's a place
San Francisco? Yeah.
I can't say it.
Why?
It's not even Tokyo.
It's San Francisco.
It's not Tokyo. It's like FranSokyo.
San. Oh,
yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
We'll look it up later.
But like, you got the city, and then you got the place where that other dimension plays. So I'm wondering if there's gonna be a battle in there.
Maybe, but that's weird. 3 different worlds for one place. That was surprising me. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep on with this train. Kingdom Hearts 3 and Disney Infinity 3.0 are gonna have some interconnectivity with each other.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be using the Keyblade weapons and
really?
Heartless. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Do you think any of the figurines you'll be able to like use it like with Disney Infinity? You'll be able to plug it in and then put something on for Kingdom Hearts, and you get like some powers up.
I hope not. I honestly hope
like
not.
amiibo functionality.
Yeah,
I hope not either. But
I mean, it'd be cool to have like a Disney Infinity Sora, Riku, Goofy, Donald, like, because I don't know if they already have those ones, but like have them in their attire for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I get that. I hope so too, but I found that interesting. Anyways, moving on to more movie kind of video game news. Wreck-It Ralph 2. Actually, this really isn't a video game, but
it's video game related.
Is announced along with a slew of other movies, but this is the only one that's really video game related.
No, there was another one.
What?
Resident Evil 6, the final chapter.
Fuck that. Fuck that series. I'm never gonna dignify that one with response. But no, but Wreck-It Ralph 2, they may feature Nintendo characters.
Did they say Mario, Zelda, and Link?
No.
Was
there any Disney characters in the last one?
Any Disney characters?
Was Donkey Kong in there? I feel like he was.
No, Bowser was in there.
There you go. Was Bowser in there?
Yeah, Bowser was in there.
Oh, he was.
And then I think they used some other ones, but no. But they didn't use voices.
Anyways, but yeah, I would think that'd be awesome if they can come up with a deal to put Mario in there. Mm-hmm. That's the most famous, one of the most famous game characters of all time. So I was surprised when he wasn't in the movie in the first place.
Well, remember, like, the movie revolved around villains. That's why they were able to use Bowser.
Well, no, but I mean, like, people like Hubert and other people made appearances. Pac-Man.
Because
Sonic the Hedgehog he was in there.
Yeah, but he was, like, background.
He was like, oh, don't forget to blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But, no, Mario needs to be in this. And so does Link and Zelda. That makes only, but, of course, Link can't talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that'd be in a contract somewhere. You cannot give Link any voice. So it'll be like sign language there. He'll be a conductor or something.
See, but the reason why I think like the Q*bert Pac-Man made sense is because Wreck-It Ralph was like that one was like retro inspired, so they figured use that and then use Q*bert Pac-Man and all that as like the gateway to get into like the retro gaming.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just want this movie already. I don't know when it's coming out, but I want to get the most famous game characters in there. Make a big.
Can we get Nathan Drake up in there?
He's too realistic.
No, see, because
you get Sackboy in there.
No, but you got to remember though, they're in the arcade.
Yeah.
So like, unless that arcade managed to get
Mario was an arcade.
Yeah, Mario's an arcade, but was Zelda an arcade?
Not that I'm aware of.
So if he wasn't, then he probably won't be in the movie. Like Mario could be in the movie because it's arcade.
Maybe they're moving on to consoles for this one. You don't know where they're gonna write this script from.
Like this is what I'm saying. It's like what if like the arcade like offers consoles and they're able whatever games they're in there can go through the plug.
Well, I hope so. Anyways, final bit of news right here. PlayStation 4 continues to be the best-selling console. It was the number one selling console in July.
Not surprised there.
Not surprised there either. It's interesting. I thought that after E3, Xbox One for sure would take it.
They did for a bit.
Stop, John!
I'm putting my phone on silent.
Anyways. But yeah, I really thought Xbox One would take this month because even I thought they had such a great showing. You know, I gave them an A+ compared to Sony's A. I don't know. I just thought for sure the casuals would run over to there after Halo got out. Well, Halo got a real big showing, and then Gears of War and all these other games that are huge Xbox franchises.
Yeah.
I guess software is just mattering least. It's about goodwill, and Sony had that goodwill since the launch.
Mm-hmm.
When is that stigma going to go away? I don't know.
It's gonna be a while. I'm like, that's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a while.
It's been a while.
But like, I think Xbox is finally making a move.
Well, they've been making moves, but is it going to be enough is my question. We're going to see. This winter is going to be really interesting to see because, as we know, Xbox One has the way better, at least exclusive, software lineup.
Yeah.
Not to say Sony's not going to have any good games on their platform. All the great third parties will be there, but the exclusives aren't there. And Halo is huge. Forza is huge to racing fans. And Lara Croft had an awesome game that got a lot of people into the action genre, kind of.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if that even matters to people, or if it's just the PR, the good PR that Sony has had since the launch, if that will just carry them through without any real big exclusives.
I don't know, but either Sony's going to show us something at the Paris Game Show, or they're just going to wait until PSX.
They're waiting till 2016. I think they're getting out of 2016. There's nothing they could show there that I believe that they were going to be like, yeah, this game is coming out this fall.
I'm not talking about games. Like, I'm talking about like software functionality.
Well, no, I'm just talking about games. Like,
no, because I'm trying to think like
what kind of software update you're talking about to the
like some sort of update to at least counter Xboxes,
maybe,
or at least compete with Xbox.
Maybe lower the price to PS Now. Yeah. Other than that, or maybe it'll just be like if you insert your disc into PS Now, you can stream it for free. It won't be the same because when you put a game into Xbox, you actually get to download the game.
Yeah.
But if you put your disc into PlayStation, it'll like unlock the now version of that game if it's available.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
That's the only thing I can think of that can even come close to that. Anyways, John, as you know, I talked about Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Yeah.
Games like those didn't exist a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
In our topic of the week, I want to discuss what you think we can do with the future of gaming. What genres have we left untapped, or can we improve on so much that they kind of become a whole new genre? So, like a game like Gone Home, or Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, or Unfinished Swan, or Dear Esther, games like those, they didn't exist until like a few years ago. But they did. They were like point-and-click adventures back then.
Yeah.
But these days, they're like first-person point-and-click adventures now.
Yeah, because it's like, it's also, for me, it's like a self-exploration kind of.
Yeah, like you can discover it at your own pace. Like, same thing with Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. There was like, I could have gone that way. I could have gone that way around town first. I could have gone straight through town and not discovered some things. I think I missed one story element.
Did you?
Because I didn't get the trophy. And I'm pretty sure I didn't know what to do at that point of the game, and I forgot I didn't know how to activate it. To activate it, you have to like twist your controller and wait till it vibrates right, and then you'll unlock the story.
Yeah.
So I missed one that I know of, and I don't think I missed any others because I got lost in that game. That world is pretty big, bigger than what I thought it'd be.
Really?
I really thought the game was gonna be like 2 hours or something. It ended up being a 5-hour game, and I did it in one sit through.
Wow. Damn.
So, yeah, it was awesome. Like it was, man, that story. But yeah, like I said, those games didn't exist till, like, in my mind, the way they are now. They did as point-and-click adventures, like Monkey Island and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they didn't exist in the sense of, now you walk around, you explore, you find out what's going on with these people.
And then
in your own way.
And there's also that new one that's coming to what's called Xbox and PC.
What is it?
It's that one with the space station.
Oh,
where everyone left and you don't know where the hell they're
yeah.
gone.
See, it's games like those, like they didn't exist. So what other genres do you think we're gonna get to? And even a game like Rocket League,
Yeah,
like that's a really interesting mix-up. It's like you take a racing game and you mix it with a soccer game. What?
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Like, what do you even call that? I don't even know what to define. I define it as a sports game in my mind, but I feel like purists who play like Madden and EA competitively would be like, "Oh, that's not a sports game."
like I honestly don't know, like motorsports, but motorsports is like
Racing,
like
more
racing.
yeah.
But like, what the hell do you call this genre?
It is. I call it a sport. It's in my mind. It's a sports game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like as every element of traditional sports games. You score. It's like an arcade sport game. Like more like I wouldn't call it like Madden or FIFA, but it's more like Blitz.
Yeah.
You know, and the craziness of it.
The Blitz is just like, okay, do this.
Do what you want.
Over the
Go
top.
kick somebody in the face if you want.
Yeah, you still get what's it called, yellow flags.
I don't know. I think it's awesome.
I mean, but like to create new genres, I think it's a little bit harder now.
Yeah,
but like
it's
people
hard
are still trying. People are still doing it. Like the point and click adventures are getting remade to self exploration narratives.
But that's what I mean. But do you know where that came from though? The indie scene.
Mm.
You think a big AAA developer was going to do any of that? No, because these days it's not. You don't get rewarded for taking risk. You know, what I mean, you have formula. You can make a first-person shooter, or those were big like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And now what's getting big is like in my mind, third-person action games or open-world games.
Yeah, sandbox styles.
Yeah, even Minecraft is something completely new. You know, you build, but I feel like that was there for years, but it was never packaged in the game.
Yeah.
It was like a mod. Like mod tools were there.
Mm.
Kind of, you know, you build your own things, and you can do what you want with them. But I feel like they made that into a game with Minecraft.
Yeah, like it's like pretty much a virtual Legos.
Yeah, exactly.
But like Minecraft has like so much influence on like some games because now each game, every new game that I see like on PCs always incorporates a crafting system.
And it makes sense because that's what's big right now. And that game changes the way people played games or even thought about games. And so are games like Gone Home and Rocket League. But there was something else I was about to bring up. I can't remember what. Dang it. Anyways, I'll think of it and come back to it. But yeah, where do you think? Like, you're a big horror fan. Where would you like to see horror come back?
I mean,
Come into? What do you like? I know VR obviously is going to be something big, like you said before, and that'll change the way we play games. But is there a way to change the formula of how a game is done?
I mean, like I'm starting to see like with certain games that are coming out now, they're not relying so much on visual jump scares, but mostly sound jump scares.
Yeah.
And for me to use like sound jump scares is amazing because you don't know when it's going to happen or where the hell it's coming from. It's just noise.
Yeah.
And when you're just walking around like a damn dark hall where you're expecting something to jump, instead it's just like a pipe bursting behind you. And you turn around and there's nothing there.
Or like say even a game like Mirror's Edge, you know what I mean? That takes a regular third person action game, but makes it like
A first person
action game, and makes it also a platformer at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's like crazy. Like you call that a first person, like what do you like? Once again, they define it as an action game, but it's like really it's a first person platformer.
Yeah, because you got to do jump on this, get to this, balance yourself on the damn
Like
thing.
imagine playing a Mario game like that.
Oh Jesus,
Wouldn't that be awesome?
it would be. There's actually a trophy that actually references that into the
What
first.
does it say?
It's a me.
It's a me. That's awesome. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
in order to unlock the trophy, you have to like not jump on an enemy. Like on the
Oh, like
side.
okay, I see what you're saying. That's awesome, but it's like, where do we go? I feel like there hasn't been any big things. I remember what I was trying to think of earlier. Dreams.
Mm.
What is that going to be? Like you create this thing and then you interact with it, but it's like
It's also
something new.
you can create
Movie-
movies.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can still create game modes on it.
It's
So,
gonna be
I don't know. It's like another Little Big Planet, but like
With
you create it.
3D visuals,
Yeah.
and claymation kind of. It's gonna be amazing, but a lot of people aren't taking chances on it. I'm trying to think of other genres, how we can change them to be more creative with them. Like a third-person action game like Uncharted, that is fun. That is awesome. It tells me a great story, has great set pieces, but how can you make that different? Dramatically different.
Ooh.
And it's
That's
like
a tough
we've
one.
discussed different games like that, you know, that have broken the mold, that have had success. It's like I just want to see different games out there, and like I said, indie games are definitely doing that right now.
Like I don't know, like different genres. like
Music games. I want
music games are fun. It's just lately though, it's just been like touch the button to the corresponding thing at the right time.
Yeah.
But
Like
how can
Rock Band.
but how can we like do it? Because we got Fantasia Music Evolved.
Yeah,
you're still doing the same.
I don't
thing.
know what that is. What was it?
It's like it remixes all the like the music you're playing, like Ellie
Disney
Goulding,
music
Burn.
or
No,
what?
oh well, kind of. Well, not really.
It was a Disney game, right?
Yeah, it was a
That's
Disney.
why I thought it
It was a Disney game. It had some stuff from Fantasia, but like it had a Burn by Ellie Goulding. It had Super Bass by Nicki Minaj in there.
So what did you do? Was it like when I saw a gameplay of it? Do you remember the old iToy firework kind of?
Yeah, that's pretty much like what you're doing. Is like it's like you're still doing stuff like on the mark.
Uh oh. Are we still recording?
Yeesh.
Okay, good. I thought we were out for a second. I heard something disconnect.
But like you're still doing things like do the right moment at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see like a rhythm game where you don't have that.
So what do you think that looks like though, and how do you play it? And
I honestly don't know.
body movement, but that's like Dance Central stuff.
Yeah, that's like Dance Central and Just Dance.
See, this is why it's like I understand. I know there are very creative people in this world who can probably come up with video games, but they are not in the video game industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If people gave more respect to this industry, I feel like there'd be more diversity and like things to that. I think even a game like Quantum Break has taken a weird step by incorporating a TV series into its core gameplay and gameplay mechanic. Or even going back to a game like Prince of Persia, where you have the rewind mechanic, or Limbo also had it too. Not
Limbo didn't have it.
Braid.
Yeah.
Braid had it too, where you can rewind and stuff like that. Like that is also a great take on how to create something new.
Mhm.
And I feel like not a lot of games did it after those two had major success.
I'm trying to like go back and figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't recall any other AAA's doing that.
Yeah. I think the answer is probably going to be VR. You know what I mean? What can we do with that?
Yeah.
How can we put you in this?
But I think like I said, like I'm afraid VR is just going to be more simulation.
Yeah.
Like people are going to create it for simulation purposes instead of gameplay purposes.
Yeah, that's my concern as you know as well. No Man's Sky looks crazy.
Like
It's more like not a Minecraft, but it has its whole universe where you're gonna go. Like there's been space exploration games, but not like this where you're actually going around trading. This game has its own market. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, like No Man's Sky is genre on its own
No, it's
because it's like
because it's also a flying simulator. Then it also turns into a first-person
first-person
shooter. Then
selling systems.
yeah, it's like you're also murder. It's the quintessential biggest open world ever game created.
Like me and you can start the game, but
Never meet each other.
never meet each other. You could try to teleport as close as possible, but chances are we won't meet each other.
Bless you. But third-person action games, I want to see where. I don't think there's. I feel like there's so much limitations on those series, those kind of games.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the next step? What's the next evolution? Fourth-person action game? What the hell's fourth-person?
You get this. The game comes with like it's gonna come like vibrating function smells that you unlock at some point.
Is that the next step? Smell-o-vision? Are we going
Smell-o-vision.
back to Smell-o-vision?
We're gonna go back to Smell-o-vision and Feel-o-vision.
Who knows? But like maybe there will be games like that where you'll have cues, like sound cues, like you were talking about with board games. Like there's sound cues and
Yeah, because I'm gonna go back to this the franchise that you hate is FNAF 4, Five Nights at Freddy's. Like the guy got rid of the security cameras, and you have to rely on sound this time.
See, that's changing. Yeah, that's
Like
it's like a take on the same genre, but it's like different from everything else. It stands out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of any other like games that
like I'm trying to like get away
from.
from like my favorite horror franchise. Like, what about puzzle games? Like,
I feel like that's an easy kind of thing to create for because there's like gameplay wise, there's not much to do in puzzle games like Tetris or
Tetris is just simple.
Exactly.
Puzzle Leagues is simple. Columns was simple.
and like even a game like Lumines changed the way I played games because there are kind of sound cues in that game. Too.
Yeah.
And like you create the way you stack them was a little bit different than any of the games that you've seen before.
Yeah.
So it's like games like that. Like I feel like puzzles will be easier to develop for.
And then what about? Okay, so we both played Zero Escape, and that was a
Visual
story
novels.
visual novel. Like,
I
do
feel
you
like-
think we're going to see more like interactive visual novels?
Yes, I think like Danganronpa, those games are all becoming huge, and like But those have been around for years. I think they're just finally starting to get the respect they deserve, sitting up there with games that are, more interactive or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. No, they should bring back what's it called? Just story novel.
That'd be awesome.
The wizard is now at the top of the hill. What do you do?
I love those. You type it in, it'll fucking.
I dodged to the left. You dodge to the left, and he hits you with a lightning bolt. You die. Game over. Or can we go back to what's it called? Dragon's Lair? Gameplay like Dragon's Lair.
But that's a lot of people hate those quick time events stuff. You know what I mean? Like Heavy Rain, that was also like
quick time.
That was just a HD version of Dragon's Lair. You know what I mean? You just tap buttons, you make decisions.
No.
I think that's probably the only next evolution of open world games that I can think of. Like if every action has a butterfly effect,
like Until Dawn.
Yeah, but that's a small. I want to see an open world where like
it affects the whole.
Like say if you how in Skyrim you kill somebody.
Yeah, they're dead for the game, the whole entirety.
Well, yeah, but you you can pay off your fine. Like all of a sudden nobody cares that you killed somebody.
Yeah,
it's like what if you can't get that wanted level ever down again?
Oh,
like a life simulator, not The Sims though. You know what I mean? Like a real life simulator.
Like you kill this person, you have this bounty on you. You can't get rid of it.
You're fucking on the run forever.
You get recognized, you need to run.
Or you can just go decide to live your life like a normal human being. That might get boring real quick. But
it might be fun though.
Yeah. Or a game like on iOS and Android, Papers, Please. I know I'm not big on those games, but
okay.
Where you're like you just have to see who you accept for immigrants and stuff like that. It's like that's a weird game. It's like it tells a story without telling me a story.
See, okay, so we're just I just realized we're doing nothing but console stuff.
Well, I just mentioned the iPhone game.
Yeah, but that's what kind of hit me. Like, there's a lot of stuff on PC. Like, they're being innovative. Like, who would have thought to do a stress horror game like Five Nights at Freddy's?
You know what? That'd be awesome, man. Imagine if how a lot of these games try to profile you. What if actually they have something that can read your heart rate or something, and they show you images to begin the game or something.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And they read what makes your heart race.
And then play off that.
They show you certain pictures, and the more pictures your heartbeat or something reacts to,
that's what it's going to generate whatever.
Imagine the game like that where the gameplay is so different for each person and nobody experiences the same thing. That would be hard to develop for, obviously.
Yeah.
But I would like to see games like that. I want to see games step out the mold. I would all the horror games. They're all the same. You know what I mean? Jump scares. They're normally nowadays they're all first person, third person, but. How would you create, something like Home, a side-scrolling horror game? That was interesting.
Yeah, that was. It's I played it for this channel.
Yeah.
And it was pretty interesting. I had, the creep factor. I was okay, is something going to chase me? Or, okay, I know somebody killed somebody, but are they after me?
Yeah.
That was interesting. Because then, it was it was vague, You get the story, but it's vague enough to create your own story in the process.
Go watch it here.
Okay.
Go watch John's series of that game here. I watched it. It was alright. It was good. No, it's just I want to break the mold, and I don't know if we're ever going to see that in our time. At least not right now. I feel like developers are too afraid to take chances.
Yeah, but I said,
the indie scene. You got to watch the indie scene and the
PC
games. They're taking chances that normal people don't take.
Yeah, because it's I seen a game called Inked on Steam, and when I first saw it, I was like, "What the hell is this?" It's pretty much taking elements of Unfinished Swan, where you have to throw colors to see what's where to go, and that's pretty much doing this. But you also reveal hazards that are in the process.
So it's like a puzzle game, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like a puzzle game,
or an action puzzle game. Sorry, because puzzle games are just Tetris and stuff. I don't know.
Puzzle game.
Maybe we just need to stop genreifying things. Genreifying. That's my word. I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. Oh, remember the game that just got announced? The first person action game? Where you're actually flinging the sword around? That's something new. I'm sure there's been stuff on PC like that, but it's the first game that's coming to the masses. And they're trying to make it a big esports thing. Remember when they presented on EA State, or was it EA or Ubisoft? I think it was Ubisoft. Yeah, where they had like 5-on-5 action like that, and they were playing. That looks interesting. You know, man, that's something different. And I think we should maybe change the topic on this. It's not really what genres do we think going to come up next, which is what we started, but I think we ended up talking about more about games that broke the mold.
Yeah.
So that's more of the topic. John will edit it when we start saying that. It's really games that broke the mold. But we tried, like, it's really hard to think of. Video games might be hitting that point like movies, where movies, like, once we found out how to make movies, we stuck with it. Like, movie making has kind of been very the same since its inception, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think might be getting at that point in video games, where it's like, well, we've reached what we can do with just a controller, or even with VR, you know what I mean? There's still very limited on what you can do with VR.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually we'll be fucking wearing bodysuits and running around.
Flying simulator.
Yeah, it'll be weird. But until we get to that point, this is where we're at. Anyways, this has been Podcast Equipped. You can, as I said at the beginning, you can find us every Thursday on youtube.com/equippedgaming. And for you audiophiles, if you don't want to watch the video and see my beautiful face, then you can go to soundcloud.com/equippedgaming and listen to it there. You can follow me, Miguel, on Twitter at mig_az. You can follow John on Twitter at tagless02. Tagless_02.
No, just Tagless02.
Tagless02. I've been doing that for 26 episodes and I
still can't get it right.
No, I got it right most of the time. I don't know why this week I was like, is there a stash in there?
I think it's because you saw my PS4 GT.
That's why. Why'd you put anyways. You can also follow him on his YouTube channel, Tagless02.
And you can also follow us on Twitter at Equipped Gaming.
Damn it! Forget it.
He always forgets.
If you have a question, you can email us at gmail@equippedgaming.
No, right? Well, yeah, we'll get
Yes,
that. We'll get
that squared up right now. And that's it. Come back every Monday soon when I will be posting
his Discuss Plays
my Discuss Plays again. And every Saturday for John's Let's Plays and Wednesdays for We Play Wednesdays. We have an interesting bonus one coming for you this week. Or, actually, it'd be posted by now.
Yeah, it should be posted by
now.
now.
Go watch me and John play air hockey.
Yeah.
Anyways, good night, Internet. Have a great rest of your week.
Yay.